Most foundations are going to make your skin look dry, crepey. They can even settle in your lines. So I started doing these little tips that I'm going to share with you today, and it's been a game changer for me. In today's video, I'm going to go step by step on how I apply foundation along with some tips that you can use as well. I do have oily skin, but I'm going to talk more about dry skin today too as well. When we wear a foundation, we want it to look is natural looking and pretty and glowy and not like we're wearing a mask. When I wear my makeup, I don't want to feel like I'm wearing makeup. So I feel like that's how most of us are. So today's video is going to be for you if you're struggling with it. And let's get into the video. I'm also going to throw in a little bonus here. We're going to talk a little bit about under eye concealer as well. Today I'm going to use this foundation. I really like this one. I'm actually almost out of it, trying to finish it up. This is the Very Valentino from Valentino. And what I like about this is it's not too heavy for me. I have oily skin, okay? But if you have dry skin, these tips are going to work for you. So anyways, if you have dry skin, I think you will like this. If you have oily skin, it just works really, really well. I like to find foundations like that. I don't like to use anything too heavy, and if I do a full coverage, use very, very, very little foundation. Little tip for you is if you are using a full coverage foundation, say you have a lot of redness and stuff, and you just need a little bit more coverage, less is actually more. It really, really is. So what you can do is if you feel like it's a little too heavy, is just use a little bit of a moisturizer. I didn't bring it in here, but One Size has a product that is fabulous that you can add a little bit of, it's called the B12. I can't remember what the name, but anyways, but you can just use a little bit of a moisturizer, just mix it in with that foundation, but less is more. Today I'm going to use a sponge. This one is from Stands Out. You can use any sponge you want. This one, they say you can use it dry. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like to use it dry. I don't find that it works as well for me. I like to use it damp. Now, the reason that I'm pulling my sponge out today is that if you have dry skin, the last thing you want to do is take a foundation brush and just go like this and start applying your foundation. Because if you have dryness on your face, if you have dry patches, maybe from dry skin, or it could be caused from using a retinol, using that brush is just going to kick it up more and make it look worse. So before we get into this, number one tip, you want to make sure that you are prepping your skin first. As you can see, my skin looks glowy. I'm hydrated. I've already applied my skincare. I have a good skincare routine in the morning. I change it a lot, so I don't always share my skincare routines, but I have so many videos on it. It just, I try different products all the time, and I could just be making videos constantly about it. So like right now, I'm testing out some more products. And when I do, I will update you guys in an empties video. But you want to make sure that you are taking really good care of skin, and you want to make sure that it's hydrated, whether it's oily or dry, does not matter. You need to make sure that your skin is hydrated. Otherwise, it's just not going to look nice. Okay. And also another tip is to make sure that it sits on for a little bit. So even if you're in a hurry in the morning, get yourself a good routine, one that you can just do quickly, and then go and make your bed, make your coffee, get your breakfast, whatever, come back and then do your makeup, okay? Just let it sit on there for a little bit. And then we're going to get into the makeup. Now, there's a couple other ways to do it besides using a sponge. Another way you can apply it is using your fingers. I've shared that before. Using your fingers is great because you're not going to disturb anything. Just make sure your hands are clean, which my hands always are before I'm doing my makeup. And that way, when you're applying it, you can just kind of go like this. You can press it into the skin. All right. You can get it in the areas that maybe have some larger pores. You can really kind of massage it and get it into those areas because that's what a sponge will do. Sponge is going to push that product in, so we're not going like this. All right. I'm going to go ahead and take some of this and I'm going to put on the back of my hand. And there's two things I can do. I can go like this and apply it, but I'm going to apply it to my face. Just a little bit, just in areas that I need it, just kind of dotting it. You can dot it, you can spread it like I did, whatever. This is just one pump there, you could see. And now I'm going to take this and I'm going to tap it first. And then I'm going to push it in too. like that. So you have dryness and stuff, it's not going to, little patchy areas, it's not going to kick that up. And then when you need to apply more, you put a little bit more on. Now you don't want to have crazy amount of foundation, so if you feel like I have a little blemish up there, I think I'm actually going to take I think I'm going to go ahead and take a concealer to that area instead of putting more on. Let me see. I'll put a little bit more on my forehead and see how that goes. But I'm just pushing this in to my skin. And this is going to give you more of a skin-like look. As opposed to using a brush, you're going to get a little bit heavier of a look, in my opinion. But you're really pushing it in, which is nice because it's going to look, like I said, it's going to look more like your skin. And I'm going to zoom you in before I even touch that up. Okay, let me zoom you in. So it looks like my skin. I'm just going to take my Natasha Denona, and I'm actually going to put it right on here today. Just put it on. It looks like I'm getting a lot on, but I'm really not. And you can see what my sponge looks like, by the way. So it's not absorbing all the product. And I always clean my sponge before I use it. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm probably better cleaning my sponge than my brushes. I need to be better about that. Sometimes I get a little lazy and I don't clean my brushes after a reuse. Thinking about today, that's something I need to do, is clean my brushes. It's so much easier to clean a sponge. But I usually do it. Sometimes I don't do it right away. I'll do it right before because I like to use mine damp. And again, just pushing it. I'm going to take some now on my sponge and just get it in this area here. I just have larger pores there for some reason. And push it into the skin. Tap and then push it into the skin. And the nice thing about using this is that you don't, like, sometimes with brushes, you have to play around with it a little bit. Sometimes you have the brush, even if you're tapping, you can have like marks from a brush. I found that using, I don't have it. Oh yes, this one. Okay, don't judge. It doesn't look too bad, but this brush is a really good one for foundation. If you want like more of a dense brush, this is from BK Beauty. And this is the 116 brush. So this is a really nice one, I feel like. And I use this one a lot. But there's a lot of foundation brushes that I have that I really like. But that one I've been reaching for the most. And I will tell you, the thing about brushes is they are so personal. You know what I mean? It's really what you feel comfortable using and what works for you with your skin, you know? Okay, I want to get back to this, and I'm just going to use my finger. Look at that. And I'm going to show you that close up too, so you can see. Covered it really well. Okay, so let's get on to concealer. I share so many videos about this, but I'm not going to stop because it's really, really important. And I am just going to use one concealer today, and you know which one it's going to be. You don't have to use this concealer. Don't have to use this concealer. I say that all the time because so many times I've shared videos on concealer. Even this foundation, you don't have to go and buy this foundation. You don't. I will put it in below if you're interested in it. You don't have to do it though, okay? But I like this one because it has a little bit of a peachy undertone to it. See it? You can see it more when I hold it back like that. There it looks yellow, peachy. And what that does is it kind of color corrects too, and then it conceals. And it's just a really nice concealer for me because it's just, it doesn't look like a concealer. It's really, really light. But you don't have to get this. So if you are somebody that you are trying to conceal your under eyes, and no matter what concealer you use, you feel like it's not concealing for you, you might have to use a color corrector first. The negative thing to that is that if you use a color corrector first, then you're using two different products on, and the more stuff you put under your eyes, the more chances it's going to crease. So then you just have to decide what you want. Do you want a little bit of coverage and not creasing, or yeah. That's just the reality. So I'm going to use the little brush that it comes with, and I'm just going to apply it right here. That's what I usually do. And then you can wipe this off. I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to use it on the other side. And I'm going to take my ring finger, and I'm just going to lightly tap it in this area here. Kind of melt it in. You know, the warmth of my fingers is going to help to melt it in. And I get it in this corner here too because I have discoloration there too. And then once I kind of thin it out and there's not a lot of product, then I will put whatever's left under there. And that's it. And look at the difference. Okay. And I'll show you close up so you can see. It doesn't look heavy. Again, you don't have to use a specific concealer, but you saw the little bit of product that I put on. You just don't want to use a lot. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to use what's left on here, and I'm going to go in here. If I have to add more, I can get more, but it's better to do less because it's easier to add than to subtract. So again, I'm just going to go in here, same finger, and keep it right there. And then once I blend it, I put the rest in. If I feel like I need a little bit more right here, whatever's left of my brush. The biggest thing I can tell you is the less product you put under your eyes, the better, because it's just the way it is. You put too much on and it's going to crease. I have some shadows coming in here and it looks, you know, this side looks different than that side, but you see when I turn it that way. It's just the lighting in here. Now, this is a step that you do not have to do. If you want to kick the shine down, you don't want to powder it, then I would take a tissue and just dab it off. But I am going to use a little bit of this powder, which I don't like, but I'm trying to use it up. I'm trying to use it up. I don't like it. It's from Charlotte Tilbury, and I like her other powder better. You're like, why are you using it? Because I paid for it. That's why. So I am going to film a video next on powder, so I'm not going to show that to you today. I'm going to do it in another video, but let me get the rest of my makeup on and I'll be right back. So my makeup has been sitting on for a little bit, and I'm going to zoom you in so you can see what it looks like. Now there's other ways that other things that you can do too that I didn't share this video. I've shared in other videos. I will share it again too for you. I'll create more videos with this topic because I feel like it's something that a lot of us struggle with. So if you don't want to wear a foundation, you can use a tinted moisturizer. Tinted moisturizer is going to be more of a sheer coverage, um, but it'll look really, really pretty on your skin and help to even it out. Another thing that you can do if you don't want to do that, or maybe you feel like that's not going to be enough, is you can go ahead and use a concealer just in the areas that you need it. Okay. If you want me to share an updated video on you doing that technique, please let me know in the comments, but it's really, really easy to do. I know some people get confused because they think, is it going to look splotchy? Like it's going to look like I have concealer there and then nothing. No, it won't. It will blend in. You won't even know it. So if you want me to share a tutorial on that, I will do that for you. Just let me know in the comments. But that's just another option for you. So you don't have to use a foundation. Especially if you're someone you just have a couple of areas, you don't have to put foundation all over your face. It really depends on what you want, you know, what you need, what you want to do, all of that. But that's another option for you. Most importantly is to always make sure that you are prepping your skin first. Before you put your makeup on, make sure that you are prepping your skin first. It makes a huge difference. If you're not taking care of your skin, you don't have a good skincare routine, and you're not prepping your skin first, your makeup's not going to lay right. It's not going to apply right. And that's going to cause it to look cakey and settle and crease and just not look good at all. So I really hope that this video was helpful and informative. If you're new here, I would love to have you join. I share new videos helping women every single week. Please make sure you smash that subscribe button below. It is free. I would greatly appreciate it. If you've enjoyed it, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, share, comment. All helps push my videos out. I would greatly appreciate it. I will see you all in my next video. Bye.